Game time, game time, game time, game time. We are here. I'm super excited about this episode right here. We got the one and only, first and foremost, this is the Unselfish Behavior Podcast.
It is.
It's actually our first time meeting in person. We've been knowing each other, I feel like, just like through just people who we've known collectively. Yeah. But we got the one and only Storm, a.k.a. Stormy, in the building right now. What's up, Storm? How you feeling?
I'm good. How
there
you doing?
We go. Yeah, I'm saying we solid. Before we jump into, the conversation, because we're going to jump into some good conversation.
Yeah.
I usually like to allow my guests to kind of introduce themselves. So let the people know who don't know you, who you are, what you do, what you stand for, and a little bit about your story.
All right. So,
yes, indeed.
I'm Storm, better known as StormDeBarge. I am a dancer in LA, freestyle street dancer. I krump, clown, anything you can name I can do. I just like to dance, and basically I just dance for myself, better more for people though. Yeah. We all have stories, and sometimes if people don't know how to express them, they only know how to watch other people do it to make them happy. So now that I know that a lot of people, you're not the only person who said like they'll go to my page and get happy. So I literally that's all I think about. Like, ooh, what can I do for this person to be happy today, or a group of people. So I just like to make videos so I can have more content, so then people can see me and I can get booked. Travel the world. There we go.
Yes, indeed. It's funny, Storm, because you don't know this. I'm gonna share a story with you. You're one of those people who, for me, I've been very connected to I call it the self-expression and creative arts community for now almost 4 years. And so it's a lot of people who I've had my eye on and who I've known, who I've never actually met in person.
Right.
Obviously, you've been one of those people for me for years, literally for
That's
years.
Crazy.
The first time that I actually saw you in passing, obviously we didn't know each other, but I knew who you was right when I saw you.
Right.
Which is weird. I knew you from Instagram. Mm-hmm. And so right when you passed, it was kind of like a little, a little celeb moment. I'm like, hold on, that was Stormy that just walked by me. The Krump dancer. But I saw you at Chuco's Justice Center.
Yeah, I used to be up there all the time. Yeah.
I saw you up there. They was doing a dancing event or something like that, and I was up there. I was doing a lot of community work with Chuco's at the time, and I was sitting at the front desk, and you walked in, and I think I told you, I was like, "Your name's Storm, right?" You don't remember this at all.
I'm probably
right?
Sorry.
But I was like, your name's Storm, right? And you was like, yeah, with your cool vibe that you got right now, you know what I'm saying? But that was cool. But one thing that I noticed was the kids who were present at that event, how much they draw to the world that you're a part of. And what I mean by that is the crumping scene. Is clown dancing and crumping two different things?
Yes, sir, they are.
Gotcha.
That you saw was clown dancing.
So that was clown dancing.
Yeah, it was a clown dancing.
Talk to me a little bit about what the differences is between those two dance types, and also tell me a little bit about why do you think kids are so drawn to that style of dance? Because it was like full of young kids there.
Yeah, well, clown dancing did come and start from Tommy the Clown. Mm-hmm. And originally, I'm sure his purpose was to entertain kids at birthday parties.
Right on.
So when that happened, then you start having kids hop out the truck, hiring kids to dance. So that attracts kids like, I could do that.
Right.
Or I can have face paint on my face. I could do balloons. So I think all that happened, before I was even born. And then it just transpired to like this big generation. Literally like 2015 I joined. And I'm like, it's so many kids that love this stuff. Like,
that's real.
And just seeing kids dance like that is crazy.
Right.
So like seeing the hype up and all that, I'm like, I like this. Like, I could do this. So then that's when I had got with Boom Squad. Then that's when I realized like clown dancing and krump is different.
So Boom Squad is a krump crew, or is it
that's
a clown?
A clown dancing
gotcha.
Group. So anything in LA right now, like Homeboy the Clown, Tommy, Boom Squad, Scooter the Clown. There's a lot. There's a lot of clowns in LA.
Names the clown.
Yeah, there's a lot of the clowns out here. There's like about 10 squads, but like, there's always the ones that everybody remember. And there's some krump, crews out here, but right now that's not like it's the thing, but not to my generation.
Gotcha.
But I'm into that because like I'm a little older now and I like krump. Like
right.
Miss Prissy, that's who I work with, and she's the queen of krump. So like I got attached to all that. Like it's slower. It's not slow. It's more aggressive. You can still tell a story through krump. is for sure more aggressive. But then when you see clown dancing, it's more hype. Like, it's super hype and you're entertaining. It's happier. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because, like, you can walk into a room of clown dancing, you like, oh, my God, these kids is getting off. Ooh.
Right.
And then you walk into Krump, it's like, oh, shoot, they getting a little
Is these niggas
here.
about to fight? Yeah.
Yes,
like,
that's what it's like. Especially if you don't know. You're going to be like, oh, these niggas is finna fight.
Right.
But I like both. I do miss clown dancing sometimes, but I've moved on.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you versatile though. When I'm on your page, I see you. You know what I'm saying? You got a little, not dance, or what they call like Afro beat.
Yeah.
Right. I see some.
That vibe,
you know what I'm saying? Is it Gunna Boy? Burna Boy.
I'm
hurt.
I'm
hurt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I ain't too familiar.
I'm hurt.
But I see you on the whoop-de-whoop. I see you on your page doing your thing. I see, like, it's beautiful because I think that once you start off in a certain realm, whether it's dancing, whether, like, for me, I started off as a poet, people can start associating you with just one type of creativity.
For sure.
Right? So people will start associating you with being, oh, you the Krump dancer.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm a dancer.
Period.
Right? Wide range. So talk to me a little bit about where your interest comes into play with other styles of dance, and talk to me a little bit about what are the other styles of dance that you into.
I get inspired. So, what was I listening to? I think I was on Apple Music looking for a song.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, but like on Apple Music, it'll say like your music, and then it'll go to like the Apple playlist. So like it'll show you what Apple has going on.
Facts.
So I clicked on by Burna Boy, and I was listening to it, and I was like,
come on.
Oh shoot! I'm like, I like this. So then after that, I just never stopped listening to it.
Right.
Heard he was going to on tour. Came out here. I'm like, I'm buying the ticket, going by myself. Like, I don't care.
That part.
I went, fell in love even more. I don't know what was going on.
Lord.
Right. Before I went to the concert, I did contact his manager, like, direct.
Got you. Come on.
And I got a message back. But right now I'm just in the waiting game. You know, I do what I have to do. Like, you know, closed mouths don't get fed. I'm like, you know, you got to reach out. So I reached out, fell in love with the Afrobeat scene. That just came from that. Like, literally, then I started looking up Nigeria. Then I started looking up other dancers and, like, other artists. And I'm like, oh, I like this. Like, I could do this. Because usually, like, when I do different dance styles, I always catch on. It's the weirdest thing ever. Like, ballet's never been my thing. When I was little, I hated it. Like, I was like, oh, it's boring, it's slow. Like, it's really weird. But, like, that African dancing, like, of course, clown, Krump, all that, like, that just came from me liking one person that did it, and then I just study on myself and just do it by myself.
Dope. Yeah. Love it. Talk to me a little bit about travel. Like, I feel like it's super important, not only for dancers, but for anybody who's, like, really walking in their purpose and it's attached to, like, any sense of creativity or self-expression, to travel with that. Right? Have you done any traveling, whether it's in the States, whether overseas, anything like that?
Not a lot of people know that I am terrified of planes.
Come on.
So it's one of my biggest fears. But of course, that's going to get broke.
Have you flown before?
No, sir.
So you scared of something you ain't even done?
Yes, sir.
Got you. Talk to me about that.
I don't know. I don't know. It's really weird because, like, I'll go to, like, LAX to pick up somebody or drop somebody off, and I really have real anxiety attacks, sweating and all, like, ooh, I'm getting nervous. Ooh, I'm getting nervous. Ooh, I'm getting nervous.
Wow.
So then I'm like, ooh, I don't want to be like this. Like, I gotta, you know, like, even today, Trader was like, so if I fly you out, like, you gotta figure it out. You know. So it's just like I gotta work it out. If I want to meet these different artists and work with them, if they're like, Storm, we need you on a flight tomorrow, I'm gonna get on the flight, of course. But me doing it, like, if I had bread, I'm not gonna be like, okay, yeah, let's take a flight to Vegas. No, we're gonna drive. Okay?
Right. That part. Got you.
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Got you.
I don't know. I'm scared, but I know it's gonna come. Like, I'm scheduled to go to Africa in December. Now that's a big trip. Okay.
You going to Africa in December?
I'm scheduled to go. I'm gonna say scheduled.
No, you going?
I'm going. Okay.
You going? We're gonna speak that.
Terrified, Lord. But
come on.
I'm gonna get my passport, and I think once I get it, I have no other choice after that.
Game time.
Yeah.
I'm huge on that.
That's gonna be a whole vlog when I get on the plane.
Come on. You better cry through it and all that.
I am.
But look, let me share a story with you. So for me, my first time getting on an airplane was November of 2017. I'm 28 years old. Right? My whole entire life, I've been terrified of airplanes. I had a dad who used to share horror stories with me my whole entire life about how scary airplanes are, how the airplane gonna crash, this and that. Mind you, this is coming from somebody who's also never been on an airplane before.
Wow. Okay.
So one thing that I've realized in life is that a lot of people who, because I'm assuming that there's people in your life, correct me if I'm wrong, that were scared of airplanes or scared of flying, and they instilled that within you at a young age, or has it just always been, I've been scared of airplanes?
It's always, I've been scared of airplanes. And I think one of the reasons why, and it's like, it's not weird, but it is, it's like, I guess when I found out how Aaliyah died, that stuck with me the whole time. Honestly. That's what, I was like, ooh, like, she gone, shoot, if I get on, shit.
I'm going to say this, and hopefully it'll help you out. But my first time flying on an airplane, I was, how old are you, 23?
Yeah.
I do my research. So I was what, 26 years old? I was 26. My first time on an airplane. When I tell you they had a grown ass man on there crying, do you hear what I'm saying? Like, and I've been dealing with anxiety every single day since I was 17 years old. So my anxiety is always triggered off of things that I'm extremely scared of. I've always been afraid of flying. So I'm sitting on this airplane, Storm. Let me tell you, your boy is sweating bullets. I'm over here tripping. It's funny because when you first get on the airplane, you're gonna trip out the fact that you're the only one on here scared. You're going to look around. You're going to see people fucking chilling on a laptop, eating a fucking apple, people with the little eye things, just chilling, sleep. So that kind of helped me. In a weird way, like seeing like, okay, I'm the only one on here tripping. Everybody else is like, we do this. So I remember tapping a dude next to me like, hey, my man, do you got any advice for me, bro? I ain't never flown before, and I'm over here super, super nervous. You know what I'm saying? And you chilling. Like, he like, yeah, man, it's super chill, bro. It's actually a lot better than being on the ground.
On the ground, that's what everybody tells me.
So he's like, man, it's really relaxing. The only thing that's kind of you want to get used to is obviously the turbulence and the shaking. You know what I'm saying? But once you... But look, I'm telling you, it's different. You got that part, I ain't gonna lie to you, that takes some getting used to. I would say after probably like your third or fourth time flying, you'll get used to the shaking. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, because it's not shaking like you about to go down. It's shaking like, it's just shaking. Like, it's not even...
Look, I don't do nothing shaking, all right?
Hear what I'm saying?
I don't even like cars, I'm telling you.
Look, but it's fine, it's smooth. I love flying now, right? And I was just like you, I was super, super scared. She ain't fucking with me at all. She don't believe anything I'm saying. Look, nervous. But look, I love flying now, and it took me actually facing my fear. But look, the beauty of it, just like in your situation, my first time getting on an airplane, it was to go perform. Right, so I got booked to go perform in New Orleans. So I'm not driving out there. That ain't happening. I'm not about to spend multiple days being on the train or on a bus when I know I have an opportunity to fly for the first time. So I went, and it wasn't that bad, Stormy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that bad, fam.
That would be a story to tell when that day comes. Everybody knows, so it's like
it's coming quick too. Like,
Storm's on a plane.
You better vlog it up.
What? I'm gonna stay right there. I'm not coming back. I'm gonna stay right there.
One-way ticket?
Yeah.
Come on now. No, you'll be back. You'll be back. And I'll be watching. I'll be waiting. I want to talk to you a little bit about your story. I want to go into a little bit more depth. I think when people look at people who we portray as having success in their field, right?
I talk about this every day.
Right? I think a lot of people look at me, whether I'm having a podcast, whether I'm doing workshops, I'm an event producer, I'm traveling, I'm performing, I'm speaking, I'm doing a lot. And a lot of people always be like, yo, King Q, man, I love what you're doing. Man, it's so amazing. It's great. Man, I wish I could do the same. Boom, boom. But it's like, nobody knows what it took to actually get to this point.
Facts.
I want you to talk a little bit about what it took for you to get to this point. What does your story look like? What does your sacrifice look like? What your failures look like? I want you to kind of like go there with me real quick.
Dang.
Go there. You have to. Look, you have to, because guess what? When people log on to these podcasts, they're looking for inspiration.
For sure.
So I don't want nobody coming on that's just like, yeah, I'm about to like promote my CD. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
Like, nah, I'm already knowing that's not your vibe. So I want you to like, you know what I'm saying? Jump in there. Tell the people the real. You feel me?
Boom. What was I doing? I was dancing in middle school. So yes, we all know, like, we all got family problems and things of that nature. Yeah. When I was in middle school, you know, my mom, she wasn't always so perfect. Mm-hmm. My dad died when I was little. Mm-hmm. Don't remember, so, you know, I was a baby. Yeah, you know, stepfather stepped in, do what he had to do. Things didn't go so well, so I had to, like, fend for myself at the age of 14. Mm-hmm. Had to, like, you know, take trains, buses to the homegirl houses and find places to live. Like, I was really on my own, like, finding places to live. That's what I still be like, dang, like, you really did that. And nobody knew. Because at that moment, I was popping. Like, Africa knew, Italy knew me. Like, continents. I just couldn't believe it at a young age. I'm like, dang, I'm really known out here, but don't nobody know what's really going on. Gotcha. So like when we lost the house, I had to figure it out, and it's like I didn't want nobody to know. So I was homeschooled my freshman year. That's when everything went down, and then I got enrolled into high school. And when I got enrolled to high school, it was popping because it's like when I was homeschooled, I was really homeschooled because I was dancing. So then when I got enrolled at real school, they was like, oh shoot, Storm here, like she in school now, like, oh, this is finna get cracking. And I'm just like, yeah, put on a fake facade. That's all I've been doing the whole time. Not really having a good relationship with my mom or my stepdad, just like, you know what, y'all couldn't take care of me at that time, so I'm gonna just do it on my own. So I got it on my own. Was going through high school. Godbrother died, schoolboy, rest in peace, died when I was in 10th grade. I was hurt. I stopped dancing, and then I played football. So it wasn't an option to play football. It was just like, the homies was like, Storm, like, you know you could kick, right? You could be a kicker. And I'm like, ain't nobody can be no kicker.
Right, y'all niggas tripping.
Y'all tripping.
Right.
They're like, no, we can really teach you, bro. I'm like, all right, let's go. We did it. I got on the team. Bet. First and only girl at Santa Monica High School. Wow. So I'm like, okay, now I got this on my back. So now I got to finish this.
That part.
So I'm still going through all the, like, homelessness shit going on. Like, got in contact with my mom, like, sleeping in vans with my mom, my stepdad, and my brother. Like, doing all that shit. Like, driving to the valley just to take a shower at my dad's boss house, just to get back in the van, to drop me off 3 blocks away from school, going to Santa Monica High School, and nobody knowing what's going on. But I'm still putting on the facade because it's like, people look at me like, oh, Storm is so cracking and she's always making people laugh. So I look at it like, I'm other people's happiness. So I can't be at school crying you can't break. I can't go mad. Gotcha. They're going to be like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. I just go like, what's up? Like regular me. Like I'm the popular girl at school. I'm the funny, the one that's cracking jokes in class. Like, and that wasn't me like just doing it because I was hurt. That was just me in general. So it was like weird. Like, nature. You know, it's just part of my nature. That's what I was doing. 11th grade, still homeless. Stayed with my homegirl. She graduated in 2014, so I couldn't stay there no more. So I'm like, oh, here we go again. But I never wanted to go to like a homeless shelter because that's not what I was on. And I knew a lot of people knew me that I could like maneuver through homes. Yeah. But then at the same time, I'm not a family person because my family didn't work out. So I don't like going to families like with dads and sisters and brothers like, oh, we got to eat dinner at 10. Like, you know, I wasn't with none of that. So I was always like on some like, oh, I found somewhere else to go and I really didn't. So I like sleep at my cousin's house for like a day or two. And then I got close. Well, I've been close with this boy. I was on my football team and I told his mom, like his mom hit me like, what's your living situation right now? And I was like,
she sensed it, huh?
Homeless as heck.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, I'm finna go get your stuff tomorrow. Like, you finna come move in with us. And I was like, oh, shoot. And then the boy gave me his room, like cleared his room out. He stayed in the living room. And then they had a brother. That's the De La Rosa family that took me in.
Love it.
And that was like my mom. Like, that's my godmom now. But like, that was my mom. Those was my brothers. Like, that's a family that I got that family vibe from, and I didn't feel uncomfortable.
That's real.
Because I always felt uncomfortable around families. Like, I just couldn't do it. Lived with her. Football still going good. Senior year, graduated. Mom did not come to graduation. Dad did not come to graduation. That day, my mom actually put herself into rehab. Wow. So I was hurt. Like, I was like, dang, nobody finna come to graduation. My cousins came though. My brother came. My sister came. So I'm like, okay, family's still here. Went to college, sitting in classes like, nah, this ain't for me.
This ain't it.
Dancing that. I used to be in there looking at my phone. They was like, we got a video shoot right now. And I was like, but I had all A's. Like, I had dumb good grades. Yeah. Like, I could have been in college, like in a, you know, a real ass college right now.
But
like,
your passion for dance had you in there daydreaming about dance. It had me in there daydreaming.
Yeah. And my only teacher was my English teacher that understood. Like, she'd be like, okay, I'm going to send you the homework right now. Go. Just go. It's fine. So after that, I'm like, you know, I don't need to be in school. Like, I got this. Figure it out. Along the road, one of my football brothers got killed in 2017. And then my little brother got killed in 2018. Wow. So it's like every year since Schoolboy died, I lost somebody. Wow. I never got to heal from none of them. But I always kept like a strong mindset because I'm like, if I can get through being homeless, I can get through anything. You know, like not having a roof over your head like that tear you down. You know, like mentally, like spiritually, everything really mess you up. But I was glad I was in like contact with God and like people around me that was on the same path as me, or like being able to help me and be there. I'm real like, I don't know, maybe because I'm an Aries, I don't know. I have like I'm a little stubborn sometimes. So like people reaching out to help, that's out. Like, you know, I'll say no, I'm fine, I'm good. Like, and then as like I grew up from high school to now, like my following has been going up. So like to people looking on the outside, that's big to them. Like, oh my gosh, she got posted by this person. Oh my gosh, she know this person. Oh my gosh, she with this person. So Storm got money. Storm got this, Storm got that. Oh, you got a lot of shoes. That was just something I like to do. Like, I had a job since I was 16. So every paycheck I got, I was buying shoes. Gotcha. That's just like what I like to do. Gotcha. That was my happiness, other than dancing, like buying shoes. So it's like, if I know how to keep my shoes clean, I'm gonna keep wearing my shoes. Like, just because I, you know, like people was like, oh, she got money, she always buying shoes, she's always with these people. Like, and it's just like, that's not it. You know, it's just me. Like, I'm good with people. People like me. They bring me around. Like, that's just it. It is what it is. But people always thought that I was popping, like the real kind. Yeah. So it's like weird. And I always say this to my best friend, like, it really triggers my mind. Like, it makes me messed up in the head that people think that I got it, or like people judge me off Instagram, not in a bad way, but you know, like,
of course, like
that.
Does it give you a false sense of pressure? Like, you feel like you have to uphold the image even more because people feel like you got it like that?
Off tops. Yeah.
See that.
I'll be having to do all that, and I'll be like, dang, like, this is really a lot. Like, one time I think I sat there and like cried. I cried one day. I think it was like 3 months ago. I cried, and I was like, oh, I need to get off Instagram. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Like, I need to get off Instagram. Like, this is really hurt. Because people DM me. Like, they be like, oh, where's your videos? Like, I need to watch a video of you. Like, where's your new stuff? Like, right now. And I'll be like, oh, shoot. Like, hold on. Pressure. I got things to do. Can we wait? Or they'll be like, oh, what's this about, or what's that about? And I'm just like, dang, like, y'all really don't know. Like, niggas is really struggling, you know? But I'm not the type of person to put my shit out there. Like, because some people are. Like, they'll be like, oh, that they're going through this, that, and the third. The only time you see me go through stuff is me posting, like, RIP. And that's been frequently, you feel me? So people be getting scared, like, what's wrong, or things of that nature. But it's like, to me, it's normal to lose people. So for me to lose people to death is like, I can't trust nobody, because they could be gone by any second. Or I know for sure my homies that died, they'll never do me how people be doing me now. So that's why I'm like, it's no way. Like, I'd rather just go with them than deal with you. Like, you doing too much.
And then on top of that, it's hard for you to get close to people and to trust people and stuff like that, right?
Yes, sir. Gotcha. It's bad, and I'm real good at like cutting somebody off by the first problem ever. Like, I can't. It could be something really little, and I'll just be like, I'm cool, and they be like, for real? I'm like, yeah.
Is that something? I'm curious to hear this from a deep perspective. Like, is that something, that aspect of you cutting people off and you feeling disconnected emotionally a lot of times with people? Do you feel like that's something that you want to address or get better at?
For sure. Right? No. Yeah, that's for sure. That's something that I for sure want to work on. I just had this conversation because I just like got disconnected with somebody I was like real close with. Right. So I always think to myself, like, I need to figure that out. Because, you know, you don't want that, nothing bad to happen to that person. At the end of the day, if I got a call, like, I'll be hurt. I'll be sick. For sure. But it's just like, I just need to figure out how I could still be the person for them to think like, oh, they can still come to me. I don't want them to be like, oh, she cut me off. It is what it is. Like, I'm dead to them or they're dead to me. Like, I'll never let that be the case. I just can't fool with you, though. We can't communicate. we can't be in the same, we can't do that. The whole you messing with enemies thing, I can't do it. Like, you know, and I don't have enemies. I just, you know, there's just people you come across in life where you get close with them, and that just wasn't a good idea.
Absolutely. But I'm really big on people. Everybody who comes into your life has a purpose, right? And a lot of people who come into your life and hurt you, there's lessons in that, all the time. And so I've learned to just kind of submit to that process while still creating boundaries with who I allow in my life on a personal level. Boundaries. You know, so that's huge. When I hear you talk, I hear about a lot of adversity. I'm one to believe that adversity is needed in order to kind of like sculpt you even more within your purpose, right? Yeah. So I'm huge on perspective. So the name of my company is called Power, POWR with no E. So that stands for perspective outweighs reality. Yeah. And that idea came to me when I experienced homelessness half of 2017 and all of 2018. I was just like you. I was still walking in my purpose and doing everything. So nobody even knew that I was really going through what I was going through. But one thing that I realized in that journey was it's very important to still maintain authenticity and transparency. For sure. So I talk to people all the time about the difference between honesty and transparency. Honesty is being truthful when you're presented a question.
Yeah.
Transparency is showing people the skeletons in your closet before they even ask.
Yes.
I've learned that a huge part of like my power is my ability to be transparent with people. People draw to authenticity and transparency like unlike any video you can ever post.
Yeah.
Once you start sharing your story, I know that you said it's not really your thing, but I talked to Hala about this when he came, and he was just saying like, bro, I have so many people who draw to me even more because I share my story and because I'm authentic. And I said, bro, I can relate to that so much because what you went through, there's other people that's going through it.
Outside.
And you were given that, and you have keys that helped you maintain on those nights when you was crying, maintain on those nights when you had to drive to the valley and take a shower. Like, you have keys that you can now give to other people and say, yo, I went through that. Let me tell you about my story and tell you a little bit about how you can, you know what I'm saying, get through yours. Does that make sense?
Yeah, get through that. Yeah, for sure.
So what you're doing right now is powerful. And that's why I say that, because there's people that's going to watch this and draw inspiration by you simply sharing that small piece of your story.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's so much, right? I'm sure it's so much more.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about how your adversity in your life, because I feel like you've been through a lot at 23.
Yeah.
How has your adversity in your life transitioned over to like your purpose, right? So I don't want to call it like your career, because I feel like that's putting you into like a box. So I'm talking to you on more of like a personal level and a career-based level. So my question stems from, how do you feel like the adversity has molded you and sculpted your characteristics now? Like, I feel like you wouldn't be who you are right now without those experiences.
Very true.
Right?
Yeah.
So in what ways do you feel like that's contributed towards the woman who we see today? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Like when you go through those type of things, you know, you experience hurt and like
Right.
all those other things. I feel like hurt helped me
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
what's going on today.
Mm-hmm.
Just learning how to cope with it
Right.
and being able just to, my way of expression is dance. Like, that's the only answer I have for like everything. Literally, like, it's the craziest thing. I could just go into the studio and dance for like hours and I'll be straight. Crying and all, like laughing, crying and all by myself.
Gotcha.
Like, that's what it is. And just having genuine people around me, helping me and listening to me at all times. But other than that, I'm telling you, when I tell you it's really been on my own. Like, the closest people to me didn't even know I was homeless.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
day one. So, like, with me all day until it's like, oh, you could drop me off right here. Yeah. Or you could take me over here. Because I would always just, like, after football, when I didn't have nowhere to go, I'll just, like, be at the El Pueblo. You know Santa Monica?
Yeah.
So, you know where Santa Monica High is?
Yep.
So, across the street is the shopping center right there, and they have El Pueblo logo and all that. Yeah, I used to go in there, and they used to feed me for free. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
Big time.
What?
You
I
in
used to
there
go
early.
in there with my football stuff, and they like, you ain't on the bus? I'm like, yeah. And they like, all right, here, like, burrito and all. I'm like, I only got 75 cents right now.
Come on.
Right? Come
Wow.
on.
Come
So
on.
it's like a lot of people, like, I didn't have to pay for prom. I didn't have to do none of that.
Wow.
Because I started having to tell my counselor, because she like, what's going on? I just told her, and she like, we gonna help you. So didn't have to pay for prom, like graduation, all that. Didn't have to do none of that. Because it's like, I don't know. I'm like open, but then I'm not, like, with my
Right.
stuff. Because it's like, sometimes I have to tell it, because then I don't want to block nobody's blessing
That's
towards
right.
me.
That's right.
So I just like, let me just tell this lady this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then maybe it'll help me just a little bit. But
Yeah.
it did end up helping me and just building me into the woman that I am today. I still go through a lot of things till this day.
As
you
we
know?
all do. Yep.
But I feel like I realize my worth. So I'm just like, you know
There we
what?
go.
Dancing is what I want to do. I can see what's going on. I can see where I could go. Like, all this other stuff is minor. You know, like, once I get on, all this is
Got you. Got you.
pick it up and throw it,
There we go.
and
There we
I'll
go.
be good.
There we
you
go.
know,
There we
take
go.
care of who I need to take care of.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now with you dancing, I always talk to people about purpose, right? I talk to people about the difference between pursuing your dream and pursuing your purpose. Every single person who I say that to, they do that. So it's just something to think about. And that kind of like, that perspective hit me during my homelessness, right? Because I started to realize that my ability to communicate and me having these different avenues that I'm utilizing of communication, right? that's where the dream stems at. The dream is in the outlets. So I'm about to break this down for you. I'm about to take you somewhere. So I feel like our purpose is directly attached and connected to our gifts.
Okay.
You are a gifted dancer.
Gotcha.
I am a gifted speaker. You have people out, and when I say gifted, I mean there's certain things that I can do in terms of communication that the average person couldn't do. There's certain things that you can do with dance that the average person couldn't do, that it has nothing to do with skill. It's just like you just said earlier, damn, I have the ability to hear any type of music, any type of genre, and pick it up like that. That's a gift. The average person can't do that. I damn sure can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take me some weeks, maybe. I'll be telling my sister, like, man, I don't understand how the hell y'all come up with choreography within minutes, like dancing. Like you go to a dance class and you learn the whole entire routine within like 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a gift.
Super.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I always break it down like this. So the gift is usually stemmed from childhood. Right? You were always that kid that was always dancing. Damn, you've been dancing since 5, right? You was always dancing. You was always that kid that was drawing on the walls. You was always that kid that was talking. You was always that kid that was cracking jokes. You was always that, right? So we all have something within our childhood that I feel is directly attached to our purpose, right? And our gifts. So you have your gift, which is in alignment with your purpose and your mission, right? You use your gift in order to fulfill your mission, which is purpose. And then the different avenues that you want to spread your gift in, that's where the dream comes into play. Yeah. So with me being a speaker and with me being a communicator, I know that that's my gift. I know that my purpose is attached to me using that gift to inspire people and to empower people with that gift.
Same.
Right? So, but when I envision myself in these stadiums and I see myself having the biggest podcast in the whole entire country, and I see myself doing all these different things and traveling and holding workshops and seminars and all that's my dream. Yeah. I dream of doing those things. Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about how you, now that I've broken it down a little bit, how have you been able to like spread so wide within your gift? You're a gifted dancer. How have you been able to like reach so many people? And I'm sure in this age and time, like in social media era, you've reached people you've never even met before. I'm one of them.
What?
So you have people in different cities, different states that know you, that have never met you. Talk to me a little bit about what that means to you and just kind of like that process behind that.
I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
I've actually like video chatted somebody from Africa.
Ain't that wild?
They was like begging me, because at that time we didn't have Instagram. We had my era was Facebook and YouTube.
You wasn't in the MySpace era? That was me?
Oh, I was in the MySpace era, but
sure.
while I was popping, it was Facebook and YouTube.
Got you.
So they used to like beg me, like, and I never got it. Like it was weird to me,
right?
Because it was like First Drop That Ink was a group, so I'm like, oh, we getting group fan, like this is group fan mail. But then it started happening, like, oh, Storm's the girl, like, oh, she fine, like, I'm like, okay, it's a lot. I'm young.
Got you.
Then I started getting like different type of languages in the inboxes. I'm like, oh, this is a lot. So then I'm like, one day I think I put like fan calls for the day. When I tell you, I was doing it from like 10 o'clock in the morning to like 4 o'clock in the morning, because niggas in Africa they was like, right when I answered, I was like, hi. They was like, Queen of Dougie, oh. Wow. And I was like, and they started talking. I'm like, oh my God, I was like, I don't know what you're saying. So I just like hung up.
Wow.
And then I went like on Google. I would be on Google Translate all the time. And I'll be putting stuff and then put it on my Facebook, and then they'll just reply. So like, as I got older, I'm like, oh, this is really crazy. And then I started realizing like, I got a lot of fans in LA. And then that's when it started getting weird, because it's like, I would go walking somewhere and somebody would notice me, or I'll be in Slauson and I'll be taking pictures. I'm like, why am I taking pictures in Los Angeles, California?
Right.
This is weird.
That's wild. That's
wild. It feels good, but honestly, like right now, it's fans that I'm reaching. Like my fans are the reason that there's more people that know me, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Because I had like this fan club. Like it was weird. Like I had a fan club. Still have this girl since I was like 13. She's still on me. Like she's like, I'm always gonna support you. Like that's that.
Love it.
I just think it's weird how it's like different countries and stuff. Like the States, it was cool, and then it got to the countries, and I'm like, oh shoot. And the thing about me, I never been big headed or nothing like that. I always been humble, so I try to like reply to everybody, and I still do it to this day. So just going through all that, it made me happy, and it made me want to create more, and it made me want to be able, so I can do more so I could travel, so I can meet everybody.
Got you.
One of my goals is so I could just meet everybody.
Got you.
I want to hit up everybody.
You
like,
will.
where are my fans from 2013? Like, I will pull up on you right now.
No,
like,
you're gonna fly out to them.
Yeah, yes, I will fly. I will
pulling
walk
up on
to
nothing.
you. I
You
will
ain't pulling
walk
up on
to you
Africa.
right now. Okay.
Right.
But it's just a good feeling knowing that
Right.
there's people that know me that I don't even know. But the crazy part is the people that don't know me are the ones that support me the most, and the people that know me.
It's always like that.
So
It's a
that's
trip,
why
ain't
it sort of hurts though.
Yeah, it do. People
I
start
gotta
getting-
pay you to look at my video,
Ain't that something?
to comment,
Ain't that something?
to post?
I'm saying.
Why do I gotta tell you?
Come on now. Come on now.
Why should I tell you to support your friend? But you want to be under Cardi B.
That
and
part.
Their stuff.
This is what I find very, very interesting. If I post a picture that is encouraging people to support an upcoming project that I'm doing, like a workshop. I do workshops. I put on events, stuff like that. We're talking about 16 likes.
Hey now.
If I post a picture to where it look like I'm at a nice party, I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying?
200.
Like, for example, I was at Jamie Foxx's house last year for BET weekend.
Right.
I'm at his house. I post a picture of me with a nice suit, tag Jamie Foxx house. We're looking at like 400 likes.
Come on.
Damn, all y'all been watching me all this time?
Let me tell you.
Come
Hold
on.
Did the video for Treasure Truth.
Come on.
It got played in Times Square. Posted on my page. When I tell you, I
Come
never
on.
seen so many people that I knew that I don't comment or look at my stuff was under that comment.
I'm
like,
telling you.
sis, oh my God, you are doing
Oh,
so
you
well.
sis now.
I'm sis, I'm cousin, I'm little sis, I'm big sis.
Come on.
I'm the real sister, I'm the blood sister. Oh no, I've been knowing her since kindergarten time.
I bet,
Like,
I
I'm
bet.
looking at it like, oh, this what y'all doing? Bet, because
Right.
y'all really gonna
Right.
see it. Like, it's just
Right.
weird to me because they know I see it. So I don't even say thank you. Like,
That's
it's just
right.
like, you
That's
already
right.
know what's up.
That's right.
But it's cool.
That's right.
When Diddy's posted me, when I tell you.
All over the place. All over the place.
My sis doing big
Stormy,
things.
that's my sis. Yo,
You doing big things. You doing big things. Comments in the Diddy post tagging me like, oh, you better book my sister. Like, where was this
Who
energy?
is this? I ain't seen
Where
this
was
since
this
elementary.
energy?
That part.
Just lost.
How important is it for you to maintain humility as you continue to like grow to stardom? Because I feel like it's inevitable for you. Like, it's written for you. Like, you're a superstar. How important? But a lot of people lose themselves in the spotlight.
I could never.
Right? So
I
how
could
important is
never.
that for you? And I'm pretty sure you've seen people like that.
I've seen a lot of people like that.
Yeah, talk
that's
to me
why.
about how-
That's why
yeah.
I will never.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna change me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want nobody to ever feel like I'm not Storm.
That's right.
Because people, like, if you go on my page, they be like, oh, like, you know, you always see the same thing. It's never
Right.
nothing crazy. I never do nothing out of pocket or
Right.
something that you think that I'm changing or different or somebody's changed or nothing like that. Like, nah, I'm going to keep being humble
Right.
and I'm going to keep being me. I don't care how far I get,
That's
you know?
right.
Like,
That's right.
I could never. That's why I
Right.
be looking at people. I'm like, how do y'all do these things?
That's right.
Like, as much money getting around me, as many celebrities getting around me, I'll never change.
You can't.
You know?
You can't.
I'll just, you know, go on a couple vacations and
That's
not
right.
say anything
That's
to
right.
you about me going. But
That's right.
I'll
That's
be
right.
back
That's
and
right.
we can talk about it. But it's crazy because that's already like, you know, when the whole thing is like when you get famous and things, you find out who your friends are,
That's
like
right.
who's there for you. It's crazy because I already started to experience that. Like when I get, it's weird because it's like, dang, is this how it's working out? When I get posted, y'all start doing weird stuff. Like literally me and Christian, Diddy's son,
Okay.
me and him is cool, you know? So it's like now I started seeing people like text me more like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Are you shooting a video?
Weird.
Are you going to be here? Or send me a flyer with him on it. Like, are you going to be here? So it's just like, I'm confused
Trying
now.
to get close to you.
Yeah, trying to get close
Yeah,
to me. And
yeah.
it's like weird. I just don't reply, you know?
Nobody wants to help build the boat, but everybody want to get on it.
Off the top.
I
off
tell
the-
people that all the time. Don't come next to me when you see the glow up. Don't bother me because I'm super big on creating boundaries. I'm super big on creating
I'm
boundaries.
blunt, okay?
Come on, you have to be. You have
I'll
to
hurt
be.
some feelings.
Respectfully blunt. That's what I'll be telling them. Look, I'll tell you in a minute. Look, nah, you know what? Yo, King Q, I want to, and I get it all the time. I get it all the time from dudes, really, especially because they see me and they be trying to like live through me a lot of times. And I say that humbly. Like a lot of cats be like, yo, what you doing on the weekend? Like you said, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to hang out, whatever the case may be. They start associating me being productive with me being successful.
Yeah.
Again, people have a tendency of associating you being productive in your purpose with you being successful. So this past summer, when I go to New York for 6 days and 6 nights, and I'm booked every single night when I'm in New York, and then they see me doing the podcast, and we ain't talking about no podcast in somebody's garage. We're talking about a full-on production.
Right.
We're talking about, damn, King Q doing workshops every other week on self-love on it, and people are actually coming. They paying $20 a ticket just to register. Got people coming through. Oh, and every single month, once a month, he holding a event production called Patio Poetry. So I'm doing a lot within my purpose, but people start to associate that with, okay, he on a glow up, so now it's time to jump on ship.
Yeah.
No. I remember who was around me when I was homeless in 2018.
Come on.
I remember who was around me when I was homeless in 2017, and I guarantee you, they didn't have that name, they didn't look like you. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very, very important to watch who you are allowing around you.
Because that's even comes with energy. I'm real big on energy. I could walk in somewhere and feel energy and be like, I don't want to be here no more. Like, I don't care who in the room, I don't want to be here no more. You can even meet somebody and their energy is off, and you can just be like, okay, yeah, and then you like, okay, never again.
That's
like, I don't want to be around this person no more.
The last time I was seeing this nigga.
That's just what it is. Like, I'm big on energy. Like, it's weird. Like, today was the first time I met Trey. When he booked Trey the Truth.
Trey the Truth.
Yes, Trey the Truth is from Houston. He's a rapper.
Okay.
He's a big person. I didn't know this though.
Gotcha.
So like he hit me up, he booked me, he called me. I told him how much it was, and I left it at that. He sent the people out here. I did the video.
Nice.
Music video came out.
Love it.
Played on TV right now. Like it's lit. You feel
Love
me?
it.
But I didn't know who he was.
Gotcha.
But like holla, like all the homies knew who he was. Like, you're tripping, Storm. I'm like, okay. And then I went and did my research and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he big time. He big time.
You're doing your thing.
That part.
You know everybody.
That part.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the man.
That's right.
And then when I met him today, I'm like, oh, he's cool. Like, you know.
Humble
and
cat.
he told me too, he was like, because when he called me, the first time he called me, he was like, look, I don't know if you know who I am. I don't want to sound like that, though. And I didn't even get that vibe. And I was just like, no, it's cool. I was like, but this is how much I charge for the video, you know.
That part.
And he's like, I'll send it over right now. Like, I got you. My team working on it. I got you. So when I did the video, everything was fine. Then I figured it out. And then he called me when it went on the billboard. And then he was like, man, I told you I got you. And he was like, you want to know something? I'm like, well, he was like, I didn't think you was going to charge me. Nobody ever charged me for nothing. And he was like, but I believe in you so much that I paid you for your, for your work.
Wow, that's right.
And he told me that again today. And
that's
then
right.
I was just like, dang, like this is
Ain't that
crazy.
refreshing though?
Yeah.
A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people will see the value in you before you even do in yourself.
Yeah.
That was like one of the tipping points for me.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be cool with everybody. And I know a lot of event producers in LA. So when they hit me up and they want me to come speak or they want me to perform poetry, like for me, Storm, I actually, and people don't know this, so y'all about to find out right now, I'm not performing poetry in LA no more. Yeah, I'm just keeping 100 with you. Because when I go to New York and I travel to New Orleans and I go to Arizona and I find myself in Vegas, in Dallas, Texas, in St. Louis, in Atlanta. Yeah, I've been here. So now I'm traveling within my purpose and they paying me like it ain't no problem.
But you get to
I get to LA, my home, where y'all see me at all the time. I ask you for a budget. Y'all looking at me like that.
Crazy.
What's up, bro? What you mean? You know what I'm saying?
And what we not going to do is that, because I'll miss out on some money.
That's right.
You want to just act fugazi.
That's
like,
right.
We all trying to come up out here. So why not try to help each other? You feel me? Like, that's out.
Absolutely.
And that's why I don't mess with a lot of people in LA either. And
that's why I'm kind of drawing back a little bit.
It's cool. Like, I'm good. You don't got to ask me for nothing. Like, they be like, video shoot here. I'm like, it's cool. Because if I go video shoot and just chill, they want me to dance. And they think just because I'm there, they're going to be like, oh, Storm, you can do a little quick something.
Yeah, jump in here real quick.
You can hit me with a check.
That part. You can hit me with you can hit me with a quick something.
Or you can send me cash, chat. Shoot, I'm not gonna sweat real quick. That part. For you.
That part.
That's not it. We're not. This not jerking no more. Like,
that part.
We're here. We're in 2019,
Beautiful.
bro. Everybody's trying to win. Like,
Beautiful.
That's dumb. Why would I hit an artist up out here and be like, oh, you think you could come hop on my track for free? Like, nah, bro. I know. You know.
That's right.
We can either figure something out.
That's right.
Or I'm just gonna pay you out your
I
bread.
just had an organization hit me up today, and they got in their feelings because I turned them down, and I've been knowing them for a while, and I've done free work for them multiple times. So now they hit me up and they want me to come present at a mental health workshop, not a mental health workshop, a mental health presentation with a lot of like important people in the building, right? And a lot of people feel like they can use notoriety or publicity as a form of payment. That's not where I'm at no more. It's either you're going to pay what I ask you or I'm not coming. Yeah. And I say that respectfully. So they hit me up. Yo, King Q, can you come through? Whoop-de-whoop, boom. I hit them with my number. This is what it's going to take to get me to come through. And I'm canceling things to come through if I do even agree to do it. Yeah. And so when I hit them with it, they hit me back. I'm very disappointed in you. I'm disappointed that you just asked for that much money, knowing that we've had work before. Hey, guess what? I have a 9-year-old daughter. I live by myself. I got a car that need gas. I got a light bill, a gas bill. Like I got a refrigerator. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's things that need to be paid. So King Q is not performing or speaking anymore for free. It's out. Yeah. It's out. It's done. Those days are over. Yeah. And so I tell people all the time, there's a difference between knowing your worth and demanding your worth. Yeah. You can know your worth all day, but if you're saying yes to everything, then you ain't really demanding your worth. You allowing people to pay you pennies. And if you don't demand your worth, people will always offer you pennies, guaranteed, facts. So for me, it's super, super important for people to know their worth. And that's not only in a money aspect, that's also in a relationship aspect. Come on now, let's talk about it. That's in a relationship.
Single ladies, Beyonce.
That's what I'm saying. That's in a relationship aspect. That's in a business aspect. That's
if you don't know your worth, period, people gonna take advantage. It's gonna be hard for you, baby.
People gonna pay you pennies. They gonna give you half-ass energy. People are never gonna give you your full worth if you don't demand it.
That's why I know a lot of people don't. They don't be hitting me up because they know how I am already.
They already know.
And it's not like I'm rude or nothing. I'm just really straightforward.
You know your worth.
So it's like,
that's right.
I was about to get booked for this music video. I had did a music video, and I guess like they saw it and they're friends with the artist, so they hit me up asking me to be a part of the music video. So I told them how much it was, and then they was just like, at this time we just don't have the budget. But in my eyes, it's like, I'm going on your page. You got all this money.
Right.
You got this person in your video. You got this feature going on. I'm not asking you for nothing.
Come on.
I'm really not asking you for nothing.
Come on. Thank you.
But I just didn't answer. I was just like, I'm going to let that be too. Because, I'm not asking for that.
Yeah.
Much
that
right
part.
now.
That part.
So it's like,
you better book me while I'm asking for this amount.
Thank you. And that's why I don't understand either. And then at my age too, and that what's going on with me right now, there's moments where, you just got to take it in the butt and be like, okay, yeah, I'll do this. But you got to know what's going to come out of that.
Part.
That part. Like everything, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, you need me to show up here. I need a bag. Like
that part.
Sometimes you got to network. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Because, you've been in this for a minute. You've been doing your thing. So I have my moments where I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll show up here, network, meet people because something always comes out of me.
That part.
I always knew that. Like at first I got a little nervous. I'm like, ooh, I'm about to go somewhere. Ooh. Yeah. And then I got to dance for free. Okay.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, there goes an email or there goes a call. Like, oh, I saw you here and there. I just, stay humble, respectful to who I meet, no matter, how bigger they are than me. I'm we're the same. In my eyes, we're the same.
That's right.
If I'm able to get in the same room as you, we're the same.
Got you.
You got more money than me. That's cool and dandy, but we're still here together at the same table.
That part.
Eating the same food.
That part.
So, and we're in the same skin.
That part.
Let's just work together, figure it out, and get it going. But
love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Before we leave, I want you to just kind of like say what's the underlying message that you want to get across through you utilizing dance. There's a lot of young girls that look at you for inspiration. There's a lot of young men who look at you for inspiration. So what's the message? Like when it's all said and done and you gone, what do you want people to?
I don't want to be gone.
We all signed up. You know what I'm saying? One day we're gonna be going, and I feel like people ask me all the time, what inspires you? What motivates you? The fact that I'm gonna die one day. And I don't want to have no regrets when I'm at that level. Like, I want to be able to make sure that when I leave, people know that man did every single thing that he could possibly do within his purpose to inspire people, to inspire kids, to inspire women, to inspire children. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when it's all said and done in 150 years, you feel what I'm saying? I make you feel
better?
Be
like 300.
300. You know what I'm saying? when it's all said and done in 1,000 years, what do you want people to remember you by? And not just that, because we don't want to speak death. We speak life only. I'm talking about, like, what's the message? What's the why? What's the reason you dance that's outside of yourself?
Ooh,
right?
Jesus.
That's a big question, ain't it? What you want these kids to draw inspiration from, like
their story,
there we
like
go.
what they've been through, they can get through whatever they go through, period.
Yeah,
Like, even if it's not being homeless or,
Yeah.
you know, it could be anything, like self-esteem. I deal with self-esteem.
Huge.
So it's like self-esteem, anything you go through with your parents, like just school, anything. You could do anything you want to do. Like, I want people to look at my page or look at me, or if when I make it on stage and I'm on tour, they're like, dang, like she deserved that.
Yeah.
She went through all this. I'm going through it too. I could be right there. I want to just inspire kids, adults too. You know, I don't want anybody to feel like they're alone, because they're not.
Love it.
They watch my videos
That's right.
and they be like, oh, she ain't know. I can
That's
do
right.
it too. I know they probably be in their living room trying, honey. But it's good that they trying, because that means, you know, they messing with me.
Yeah.
But I want to just inspire and make sure people understand that they can get through whatever they're going through, and that literally they can do whatever they want to do in life.
Love it.
That's my main purpose,
Love
especially kids. I love kids.
That's
I work
right.
with kids right now.
Same here.
I got this dance company that I do for South Central.
Love it.
Especially for brown kids.
That's right. We
you
need
know, we got all these Debbie Allens and things of that nature. You know, you got to pay like $700, $800 a month to learn how to dance.
You have a
like
dance
crazy.
class that you do?
It's a dance
program?
company with Miss Prissy that we do. It's called Throne.
How much y'all charge? Plug that in there. Come on,
so
man.
it's $80 to register, and it's $60 a month. You get 3 days a week,
Love
and we have performances, we have productions. We're actually linked in working with Dame Dash right now on like a doc. We had our screening there actually like
Love
2 or 3 months ago.
Awesome.
So like we have a lot going on for it only to be that price, you know?
Yep.
And it's like you're learning all of this from somebody that's been in the game for years. Like, you know, she traveled all over the world. She was in a lot of movies. Like, you can learn from her. You can learn from me and our other director. But it's cool, and I like it. And I feel like at a young age, I'm already working with kids.
Love it.
With dance. So, and I see how they react with me. Like, they be calling me like little celebrities and stuff, and I'm like, girl, I am not a celebrity, girl.
Right.
I am regular.
In
I'm
their
right
eyes, you are though. You doing it. In their little eyes.
I'm like, I'm a little hood famous, you know, little hood famous.
Yes,
but
indeed.
I just want to get there, and when I travel, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna watch this, and then I'm gonna be on the airplane. Y'all gonna be like,
That's
she
right.
said that
She
she
said-
was scared. No, girl, I'm out of here. Bye, Nigeria.
That
here I
part.
come.
All that.
Burna Boy, here I come. I'm gonna say
part.
this right now, because
Yeah.
I like to speak things into existence.
You have to. and
Because
then look
once you
back on
speak it, it's gonna happen.
It's
okay?
facts.
Because I'm gonna work with Burna Boy. I'm gonna say this right now, and I'm gonna go to Nigeria. I'm gonna work with Zlatan. You know, I'm gonna work with Drake. I'm gonna work with Chris Brown. Anybody that's on my list, I'm gonna work with. Even if it's
Guaranteed.
not me behind the camera, I just started learning how to direct. Actually, my friend, she here right now.
Shout out to the
She
friend.
just had her name Day One. She a rapper.
Love it.
She just had her video shoot on Sunday that I directed.
Okay.
And I did 1, 2 before that, and I'm getting into that, and I'm getting into DJing. So I'm
Nice.
just trying to, you
Nice.
know, I'm
Love
a
it.
dancer,
Love
but I got a lot of creativity
You're
that
a
be going on
creative.
in my head.
You're a
So
creative.
I just got to get into each bag.
That's right.
you
Spread it
know.
out.
Let
There
me
we
dance
go.
real quick in front of your camera. Then let me direct this
That
real
part.
quick. So then let me DJ on set so I
That
can get
part.
this bag.
Come on,
okay? Bring you in, get you a bag
I love it.
real quick.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So before we leave every single episode for the Unselfish Behavior Podcast, I hope you've been having fun as well. I hope you know what I'm saying, you've been enjoying the conversation.
Look, I
feel
done
like
told
you
y'all
have.
a lot. I don't be telling nobody this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Before each episode ends, we always like to have our guest leave with an unselfish message, which is
An
what we
unselfish
call it an
message.
unselfish message. So
Give me an
basically,
example.
your final message to the people who gonna look at this episode and draw inspiration. You look at that camera right there. That one is for you. You look at the people and leave them with Stormy's unselfish
Why?
message.
She calling me Stormy like I'm 5.
Is it Stormy or Storm?
Storm is my real name.
Got you.
People that call me Stormy is like
Is your
auntie.
What is your name on Instagram?
StormDeBarge.
Is
It's just StormDeBarge.
So that's confusing me. Got you.
There's
got
no
you.
E after the M.
It's no E after the M. I'm tripping. I've been calling you Stormy all this time.
Yes, took me out, but I was like, you know what?
My bad. We got Storm
We're-
in the building. We
we're
got Storm
just-
in the building. We
we're
got
gonna
Storm
let-
in the building.
He called me.
Unselfish message.
What's your
Storm.
no? You give me an unselfish message so I know what you're talking about. I don't know
Okay,
what
so
you're talking about.
if I had an unselfish message, I would say, yo, it's your main man, King Q. I just want to leave you guys out with this message right here. Always, always, always understand that you have to prioritize your circle. The people that you have around you is extremely important to make sure that you are hand selecting these people. Stop allowing people to stand around you and to be around you just because you've been knowing them since childhood. Stop allowing people to be in your circle just because you love them. Love is one element to a foundation. You have respect, you have loyalty, you have commitment, you have a lot of things that are supposed to go into an actual healthy relationship. Yeah. So I need y'all to be very, very particular about who it is that you have around you. So it's your main man, King Q, saying that's my unselfish message of the day right there.
I'm stressed out.
I do this. Come on now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Stormy's unselfish message. What you got for him?
StormDeBarge.
StormDeBarge. I said Stormy again. My bad. StormDeBarge. StormDeBarge. I'm about to get fired immediately.
StormDeBarge's unselfish
message. Yep.
Message is, oh shoot.
Them little girls looking at you.
Okay. Don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do anything. Stay positive, stay strong, stay humble, and don't let anybody mess up your way or mess up your way to your goals or your dreams, and forever chase your goals and your dreams, because nobody else can, and the only person that can believe in you is yourself and nobody else. So, and stay cute.
Stay cute. Stay slaying on them. You know what I'm saying? So it has been an absolute honor to be able to sit with you, Miss StormDeBarge.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying, Miss StormDeBarge? It's been an honor to just see a young black woman that started with so much adversity in her life get to a point to where you're now loving what you do. You inspiring people in your city. You inspiring people in different states and in different countries. I'm proud of you. This is my first time meeting you. It won't be the last time I see you. We will continue to build. We will continue to put ourselves in positions to inspire these kids and to inspire the world ultimately. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm super excited for you and everything that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? You super blessed, super gifted, and you highly favored as well. So we want to speak that. Burner Boy, when you look at this episode, you got to understand, fly around out there to Africa. You got Drake, you got Missy Elliott, you got a lot of people that you're going to be working with. I see it right now. You know what I'm saying? So look, Unselfish Behavior, that's a wrap for this episode. It's StormDeBarge, it's King Q, and we out.
Yeah.